Hey, welcome back to Barricade Rides. So today's video we're going to go check out some of the new 2021 Harleys from the second release. And it's raining out here in Everett, Washington, so I decided to take the truck because I got to run a few more errands and go to a medical appointment. So first things first, gonna head over to the medical appointment, then head over, drop off some mail. Actually, I gotta go grab the mail. So I got some poker chips and stickers that I'm sending out. So I'm gonna get those mailed off today. Then I'm gonna, so first medical, then I'm gonna head over to mail off all these letters right here. And then I'm gonna check out some brand new Harleys. So as always, I'm going to Emerald City Harley, my favorite dealership in the world. And I'm taking you guys with me. Alright, we just left my medical appointment. All signs are leading to me being healthier than I was last time. So I'm not dying. My blood pressure's improved drastically, but you guys don't need to know all that. So we're heading over to the UPS store to drop off some letters. That includes poker chips and stickers. Alright, just left the UPS, no mail, sad face. So now we're off to Harley Davidson. Alright, we just got the Harley. So we're about to head in, and I'm sure you guys are wondering where the heck is Batsy? Well, Batsy's lazy butt is probably still asleep. But I have to use that with a grain of salt because he just worked from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So he works graveyard shift, so sometimes it kicks his butt. So I'm going it solo today, and we're about to head into Emerald City Harley. So I'm going to grab my gimbal and my other GoPro, because I want to give you guys that buttery smooth image quality. So Emerald City Harley Davidson is located in Lynnwood, Washington. So we got the bike sitting out here. So I'm gonna head in and then I'll get you guys going. Welcome to Barricade Rides. It's Test Ride Thursday. And I'm with my homie David over at Emerald City Harley, the only place to buy a bike. And he's gonna show us a rapid fire format on every 2021 bike they have in stock right now. So if you guys are looking for a bike, check David out and let him know Barricade sent you. So let's check out some bikes.
So let's see, 2021 models. We got everything kind of here at the front of the store. We want folks to notice them when they come in. There are some of these bikes that have had a lot of wholesale changes to them. Some of them that really haven't changed at all. The 883 Iron, pretty much the bike it was last year. This is in the denim black, super popular color on this bike. Just an awesome bike to get into Harleys for the first time. We also have this 1200 Iron, and this paint scheme was actually on the bike last year, so really not a whole lot of wholesale changes there. But the riding position on the 1200 Iron is just fantastic. It's so popular because it's a really comfortable ride. This is the 48. Now they dropped the Roadster out of the 1200 lineup this year, but they still have the 48 and the Iron. The 48, a little bit smaller tank, a little more of a kind of a 50s vibe to it with these kind of almost the balloon tires, you know. But again, really not much has changed on this bike at all. Maybe some different colors. We did have one come in early on in the 1200 Iron that was a vivid black, and it had like a green emblem on it. We had it here just for a little bit. We ended up sending it to another dealer, but that was really pretty. I mean, it really kind of stood out. So We got the Fat Bob. They're continuing this bike. This is, of course, in the vivid black color. Again, not a lot of changes on this, but there weren't a lot of changes to be made to this bike. It's still got that iconic LED headlight. Looks just so mean coming down the street. Again, kind of the chunky tires, great ride. They track smooth. Disc brakes up front, twin.
The writing on the wheels.
Yeah, I love that laser etched logo on the rims. It's very cool. Another bike that didn't change a whole lot, the Lowrider S. Now this year, instead of having the vivid black and the Barracuda silver, they're doing, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a dark burgundy color against this the bronze lettering. It's actually a really, really pretty bike. Really pretty bike. So we're excited to get one of those in. But for right now, we just have the gloss black, or the vivid black. Fat Boy. One thing they did on the Fat Boy, last year it was kind of a satin chrome finish on it. They went back to the bright vivid chrome because customers really wanted the Fat Boy with that chrome, right? It's just kind of what the Fat Boys always had. So
yeah, give us what we want.
What's that?
Give us what we want.
Yeah. I mean,
and they're doing
they want you to buy them, right? We want you to buy these bikes, so we might as well make what you want. Heritage is another model that really didn't change. The chrome has kind of always stood out on this bike, and again, it's that classic Harley Davidson. This is for the guy that wants that in-between bike. He doesn't really want a full-size touring bike, but he also wants something a little more comfortable than a standard Softail. That Heritage has just filled that gap so well for so many years, and those guys like their chrome.
Yeah.
One thing they did do, they did this, with the previous version too, but I really like how they smoked out, blacked out the bottom of the windshield, because really when you're riding, the only place you're really seeing is maybe through the top of the windshield, and most people are looking over the top of their windshield.
Yeah.
So this cuts down on glare. If you get into kind of a wet situation, you're riding into the sun, you can get that glare off the road. It's really nice, just kind of built-in sunglasses, right?
And it's easily removable.
Very easily removable. You can take the bags off. They're not designed to be quick release, but a couple of nuts on each side, and you're good to go. So anyway, just a legendary bike right there. Let's go down here. This Street Bob, 2021 Street Bob. Now this is a bike they made a lot of wholesale changes on, and I'll show you what they are. First of all, this bike came standard with a 107 cubic inch Milwaukee 8. They now have 114. On a bike this light, that 114, it's amazing power. You think about it, the CVO touring bike has a 117. This is a 114 on a bike, a little more than half its weight, right? You also get a rear pillion seat. Now, it's not one you want to sit on to go to Montana, but if you want to go bar hopping, or you want to take somebody out for dinner, or just go down for a ride along the beach, something like that, you got the rear pillion seat and rear pegs. Okay. Last year's model did not come with either of those. So the 114, the passenger pillion, the passenger pegs, and this paint job, which I think is kind of stunning. I absolutely love the way that looks. I think it just captures the Harley Davidson brand, and on a really, really cool, low center of gravity, easy to ride, lots of power. And of course it's a Harley, so you can do anything to it you want to. And
for the solo riders, just here and here, that's gone.
Yeah.
And then remove it right there, and then it's just like last year's.
Just pull them off. Comes with a rain sock for the intake. You got to protect that if you hit some rain, but I think it looks really pretty with the sock off, so that's why I thought I had to show it. Anyway,
and
this
LED
is a bike.
Front light.
The other thing is they added all that stuff, and the cost of the bike only came up about $400.
That's incredible.
So really, really great machine for the money. On the touring bikes, the Street Glide, the Road Glide, and the Ultra, they went away from the center cowling. So this is a standard with the 107. It still has the center cowling, right, for the gas fill. On the specials, they've now gone away from that center, and they've gone to just the single fill on the one side, which actually makes a lot of sense, because when the bike's on the stand at the gas pump, this is the high side. Right?
Yeah.
It allows you to get just that little bit more gas. When you're on a touring bike, you want range. So, kind of makes sense. I think it helps make this look just a little more sleek.
That's beautiful right
yeah,
here.
isn't that nice? I really like the greasy fingerprint on it too.
Yeah. Mine didn't help.
Aside from that, this bike, the touring bikes, really haven't changed. They do have some new colors. This is a new color.
I like the different shades here.
Yeah.
Like just.
Yeah. It all kind of ties together. Almost looks like they planned it.
So it's not too much and it's not boring.
Right. So this is a special. This is a standard. This is another change they made. This is a special with chrome. Last year the specials were only blacked out. So now for that guy that really wants that Harley, the black Harley with chrome, but he wants the 114, you can get it.
And one thing I noticed are the crash bars. So we got the special here, it's low profile.
That's right. The standard has the standard bars.
Standard's got the big,
yep,
chunky ones.
Yep.
Still looks good, but like, that's just so much more.
Yeah.
More with less.
Yeah. Yeah. Still protects the bike, still protects the rider. You can still put pegs on it, but it kind of has a little more low profile, not quite as obtrusive, if you will.
Yeah.
Right? Now, one thing I do love, I love this color. This color is called blackjack. From across the room, it looks black. Looks like a vivid black. You
My
get up
camera
close,
does no justice to it either.
It's hard to see it. Really, the best place is in daylight. But essentially, when you get up really close to it, or when you get it out in the natural light, it kind of has a really dark charcoal with a slight tint of purple.
Okay.
And metallic. But it doesn't look purple. It looks like a dark charcoal, but it has more of that purplish hue rather than a grayish hue or a greenish hue, right? Just an absolutely gorgeous color. I also really like the emblems they're putting on these tanks now. Last year, they had just the standard kind of the Harley Davidson strip. I mean, that's an iconic logo.
Yes.
Right?
I like
one of the most recognized logos in the world.
And got it here.
Yeah.
As before. Got the 114 going.
Yep.
And what I love about this is just the color.
This is amazing.
And it's got the
I love this with the blue stripe. And Harley pinstripes these aren't decals. That's painted, and it's under the clear coat, right? So it's designed to last the life of the bike.
And we got an emblem right there as well.
Yeah. Well, you want to know it's a Harley, right?
Yeah. Every aspect of it just screams Harley.
I think this color combination it's really understated, classy, classic. I love the color. I just think Harley does a wonderful job.
And this is easily removed.
The tour pack on the limiteds are not removable out of the factory. You can put a kit on them, a quick release kit, and you got to kind of figure out the wiring that goes to it because it goes to tail lights and stuff like that. But it can be removed. It can be removed. These bikes are designed for two-up riding. They're designed for the couple that wants to get on the bike and ride to Montana or down to Arizona, or the Sturgis or the East Coast or whatever. I mean, that's what a Harley touring bike is all about. But certainly, you have the ability to modify it. Rear floorboards, that's not new, but that's so much more comfortable for a passenger than pegs for long distances. It does have the lowers because it is the limited. This is the Road Glide Limited, so it's got the lowers with the kind of the mini radiators in it for cooling the heads and for cooling the top part of the exhaust. That's designed to help reduce wear on the engine, and it's also designed to help make the rider more comfortable. This is the Road Glide.
This is right up my alley right here.
What a great bike, right? And for guys like you and me, you got to go with black.
Yes. Everything just about as black, but you can still be classy on this bike, so it's got a little bit of chrome.
Absolutely.
So it's got the edginess with the black, and then just a little bit of chrome.
It's got the low profile engine guard again.
Yep.
And it does,
perfect for a highway fit.
It does make that part of the bike look a little less bulky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And LEDs
bike.
as well.
LEDs, vivid black. They make it every year in every model. I mean, it's the #1 seller.
Yeah.
And then this is a Road Glide special in the chrome. So now you got a guy that wants the chrome to match the emblem here and to kind of really stand out and give it that classic Harley Davidson look, and doesn't mind the upkeep of the chrome and all that.
Yeah, I think the upkeep's my least favorite part.
Yeah, it's a lot of why Harley went to the blacked out. Part of it was looks and part of it was maintenance. But there is something about that chrome on the vivid black that's just classic Harley Davidson. Again, the quick release mounting system, we put that on all of our touring bikes that don't have the tour pack.
These normally are right around $100, and then you got to pay to have them put on, or you got to put your own effort in. And
it takes a little while.
Yeah, and Emerald City takes care of that all for you.
Yep. Before
you even leave.
Yep. Because most people, if they got a passenger, they're going to want at least a sissy bar.
Yeah.
But the guys that buy these, and maybe they ride this 90% of the time solo, and then they want to take, a passenger, you can just stick that backrest on, store it in the garage when you're not using it. It maintains that nice sleek back end on the bike.
Yeah.
But it's more practical for riding two up.
Unless it was an El Rey, of course.
Right.
Then you want it all the time.
Then you want it on all the time. Those are the 2021s we have in stock. There are more on the way. But for anybody that thinks that Harley has hit their peak, I think what they're telling us with these 21s is they're not even close to being done yet. So it's a brand I'm really, really proud to represent. I'm really proud to represent Emerald City. We treat people right here. And we love nothing more. All of us are here. Yeah, we make money. Yeah, we work hard. Yeah, there's some challenges. But the reality is we're all here because we love Harley Davidson. And there's nothing more satisfying than getting somebody on a bike for the first time or the 5th time. It doesn't matter. It's always a thrill. So we love ringing that bell when somebody buys a bike. So come on in and check us out. We'd love to show you around.
So make sure you guys hit up David and let him know that Barricade sent you.
Yes, sir. Barricade's our buddy.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
These bikes are absolutely beautiful.